Hello and welcome back to Iron Squid Group C, where we have Liquid Taeja and No Team Brown going up against one another to find out who will advance to the winners finals of Group C. I'm Day9.
And I'm Kyle Laris. I love the idea of himself calling him No Team Brown. That is so good. From now on, everyone who hasn't a team, they're No Team Naniwa. Or, well, is he still sponsored by Myonix? Yeah, I guess so. No Team Brown. No Team Brown.
No Team Brown going up.
Yeah.
Let us note that it is currently tied 1-1. We're going to be hopping in right now to the map Whirlwind, which in my eyes is a fantastic map to see how good of a defense a Protoss can have in the mid and late game. There's 1,000,001 attack angles for Marine Marauder, and I am thrilled at what it could bring in this game. So spawning down in the bottom left, it is No Team Brown.
Hey, No Team. And spawning up in the top left-hand corner, he goes by the name of Liquid Taeja as our Red Terran.
I really hope that this is a long game, like quite sincerely, because Taeja really shines with those big mid-game compositions as we saw in the first game. And this is the perfect map for Marine Marauder medevac. I mean, I know that Terrans are going to be doing that anyways, but this map has so many nice formations for it. Big, wide open spaces, a lot of attack paths, droppable, all sorts of goodness.
Yeah, it's very scary for Protoss to actually deal with that in the mid-game. As you said before, there's so many areas that they have to cover. Even if they're just on 3 base, the chokes are very big, force fields aren't that effective. So many angles that the Protoss needs to take. And again, guys, we're at 9.3k. Go on to my Twitter, follow the instructions at that top tweet, and let's get 10k viewers so I can give away 4 hotkeys instead of 2. That would be cool. I like giving away hotkeys. So, Probe moving out to the middle of the map. He's on the way to have a little poke around, and he's actually going to spot Taeja first here, whilst Taeja goes for a CC first. And this is being spotted really early by Brown. Now, Brown has, well, he could go aggressive off the back of this, I think.
Oh my god, excuse me, I'm muted. This is really bad for Taeja if there's a double Zealot Chrono Boost that comes up right now. I mean, it looks like Brown is actually going to opt not to do this, so Taeja could actually have the fortune of being able to do an early push against this, but I mean, this was a risky play from Taeja that got spotted right off the bat, and Taeja's will be able to get away with it, because right now Brown has gone straight into big old macro mode.
Yeah, it looks like he's going to play this out very, very quickly here. We have the 2 barracks before going down here for Taeja. It's funny as I was talking then, because you probably thought you were talking whilst you were muted, and then I just started talking over you. It's like, so to you that would have looked a bit rude, but to everyone else it looked fine. It was perfect.
Well, looks like we have the double orbital command en route. And our coordination casting couldn't be better, Kalaris. I think that we make the most excellent of verbal tag teams. Brown now finishing up Zealot number 1 and getting out that Stalker. I really do think it's kind of important to get out that first Zealot if you see your opponent with this double barracks play. There's some real weird funkiness that the opponent can do, making Marines 2 at a time, doing a little burst into the front if you go for this weird Nexus delay thing.
Yep, it's we're gonna see how he wants to play this out. Bunker is on the way for Taeja. He's trying to take all the defensive precautions he needs to. And meanwhile, Brown adding on extra gateways. Ooh, 4 gateways.
Now this, oh man, this is a really nasty little play that you can do in this situation. The 4 gates against Terran work out nicely because you end up with a critical number of 5 Stalkers. 5 Stalkers one-shots a Marine, and more importantly, one-shots an SCV. It's an excellent way to rush up the ramp, force him to repair, pick off 5 to 6 SCVs, and then you are marginally ahead. But in this circumstance, Brown already has his expansion up, and everything's been delayed because both players are early expanding. Taeja, though, might run the risk of losing right away because he has an early 3rd command center.
Yeah, and I mean, despite him taking good precautions, adding on extra barracks behind this third command center, I don't know whether or not he can actually hold off against a 4-gate push unless he adds on extra bunkers. That's really, really important here. One bunker, generally not enough against that kind of 4-gate pressure.
But I mean, it's a smart response from Taeja if you think about it.
Yeah.
Taeja's thinking to himself, oh, I saw this guy go for a straight early expand. I don't really need to worry that much about early pressure, but there we see the 4 gates done. 4 Zealots warping in right at the start. Now, that is a real surprising choice. He's going to actually have to wait till he gets one more warping round.
Yeah, that's kind of scary here. Those Zealots are going to tank a lot of the damage from the bunkers, but Taeja gets that second bunker up and running pretty soon, and one SCV scoots past that Zealot that was poking out the front. That's a lot of pressure Brown's going to be hitting with, though. Can this
Oh my
work?
god. Oh, there's really not that many Marines. 7 Marines. Taeja's going to need to load up real fast here. And where are the SCVs? Where are the SCVs? He's going to start one-shotting those. One bunker goes down. He's just having the Zealots and the Stalkers go after the SCVs. Economic damage en masse. And look at this, 2 pylons right at the front. Is Taeja just going to lose to a standard 4-gate delay timing attack? Oh, Taeja got too greedy. Good game. Oh, that stings so much for Taeja fans. He set himself up amazingly for the mid-game. But Brown, like you were saying before, just takes any opportunity to strike that he has.
Yeah, this was, for me, Brown epitomized. I mean, again, we, just as a disclaimer, guys, we don't watch these replays at all in advance. We get given them right before the cast. It's not like we can actually check them out. And Brown shows his colors perfectly there. Haha, see what I did there? He makes sure that he can cover all of his angles, and if he sees the opportunity to, he will get aggressive. And he did it perfectly there. Taeja down and out. Wow.
And that's not actually an all-in-esque play. I mean, building the pylons at the front is something you can decide on the fly. Do I need to do this? Or can I do this? But really, in truth, you're going to lose 5 Zealots in exchange for more than 5 or 6 SCVs, more like 8, 9, 10 SCVs. Because again, one-shotting them, very, very easy. You'll almost always kill off some Marines as well. So that's an attack timing that works out almost always excellently against the command center first, even if they do add on the extra barracks. So that does mean that Brown, surprisingly, will be advancing on to the winner's final to face the winner of Marine King Prime and Scarlet.
Yes, and we have over 10K viewers. Woo!
Yay!
So all you need to do to win that hotkey is just retweet that specific tweet, as well as follow the instructions on that tweet. So good stuff, guys. 4 hotkeys will be given out at the end of the broadcast. Woohoo! Good stuff.
And I think now is the time that so many people were eagerly waiting for. Marine King Prime going up against Scarlet. Scarlet heralded as one of the most consistent and terrifying foreign players. Despite being very quiet, she practices diligently, and I'm very thrilled to see her go up against one of the most legendary Korean players ever, MKP.
It's going to be crazy. So let's jump to commercial, guys. Back in a bit.